Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, besides being the law, Super Turtle 12 here, and I have another review, and this is, I don't know if it's embarrassing or just stupid, but I had pre-ordered this figure maybe a year and a half ago, and I thought I had deleted it. Like, I thought I had removed the pre-order, but apparently I didn't, and it just showed up one day to my house, and I was like, oh, and I didn't bother to check my email that day either. So I'm gonna review her. This is Anderson from the new Judge Dredd movie. This is by, I think, Virtual Toys. New Epoch Cop. But I do have some things to say about her. So stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be a very semi-quick review. Alright, so she comes with a lot of different accessories, guys. And unfortunately, the accessories are far from what you would really want in terms of a collectible. However, I will say that, well, I was gonna try to have some redeeming qualities here, but the only two good things that she has are the two guns. She has like a submachine gun there, and then her Judge Dredd pistol that has all those different types of ammunition. And a lot of the other stuff that comes with it is very lacking. It's stuff that, you know, it's not spectacular at all. The details aren't too great. It's actually a health pack on the top right hand corner. If you see it, of that box there, it's just green. Like, it's like a toy green color, like an army soldier color. I have no idea what that was. I was like, is this a butterfly? Is this like a strap of some sort? I have no idea. I didn't know what this was. I don't even use it. It's still in the box. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, the belt that I'm showing you here too, the actual, like, quote-unquote leather, was just plastic, and it's very cheap plastic. And it was a real shame, guys, because I really wanted this figure to be great. I really wanted to add it to my collection, and it's decent, but I'm pretty sure most people will not pick this up just because of the I guess the level of quality that's put into the materials. Like, this is just very cheap plastic that will tear, like, at the slightest. And if you look at my previous review of Leon from Hot Toys, his leather jacket is actually thick and it's solid. Okay, so her only two redeeming accessories were well, actually three, I should say three, but this little kind of a submachine gun here was pretty cool. Fits into her hand really well. Actually posed her with it. Looks really good on her. That little ammo cartridge comes out. And her little snub pistol reminds me of something out of, like, Gears of War. It doesn't have no articulation, nothing moves on it. You can't take out the ammo cartridge. But it does look cool, and it is iconic to the movie. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for accessories, this is not going to be your figure, unfortunately. And with ordering anything that's unlicensed, you know, it's gonna be a hit and miss for anybody. Here I'm just showing you the rest of the accessories, which aren't too extraordinary. You got like 4 ammo packs. She has like different little pouches that you can attach to her belt. So if you are gonna put those, I suggest put them on the belt for, like, as you're weaving it into her pants. Make it easier for you. And oh, her head sculpt. Her head sculpt is actually pretty good. Well, let's say it's 100% likeness of the actress. No, but for the most part, it does what it needs to do. I don't know if that's adding confidence to buying this figure or not. But this is why I do these reviews. And oh yeah, her head can actually go to back. It's mostly because of that armor she has in her back. That plate kind of prevents her from looking up completely. And once you add the helmet, it kind of restricts it more, but the helmet is actually the best part of this figure. It really gives it presence, and you'll get to see that right now in a bit. So she has a decent articulation. At least her arms can move pretty decently. The pads sometimes have to be adjusted. Now the pants, guys, that's a big issue for me because the pants are super thin. I think I remember saying something rather like you can just get your nail and just cut the pants if you really wanted to. They're that thin. And a Faison body will not fit into this. Kind of like the Laura Croft that I had previously reviewed. A Faison body won't fit into her because she's just so petite. And just scale to scale, it just will like rip apart. It won't even fit inside her costume. So unfortunately, that's not really an option. Moving on, her shoulder pads are kind of weird, so you can kind of see right there they're riding up on her, so you have to adjust them. It's not like the Batman or the General Zod where they're kind of like these like metal panels that you can kind of shift up and down. No, it's just like they're held on by this little strap, and you just have to adjust it every time you move her hands. So the material is just really cheap, guys, honestly. Like, I mean, you can get away with it, like if you pose her right, maybe with some other figures, you can create an illusion, if you will. But once you start touching it and you move it around, you can kind of feel like it has that kind of doll-like quality. And especially with my 1/6 scale figures, I want that quality to be high scale, because you are paying a lot for these figures. Now, I think with her I paid like $130, probably the same as Laura, but I'd say Laura was a better deal, just because she could do a lot more things. She could actually move her legs and stuff. So plus to Laura on that one. Yeah, I guess. And here's a closer shot of her. Like I said, the head sculpt is okay, but it could have been more detailed, and if you look at images of the actual figure, it does look quite good. So yeah, here they give you some extra bits here, guys, that I just did not use, just because it's like the figure looks fine the way it is already. So I don't use any of those bits. She comes with a couple of gloved hands. There's just like a regular holding hand, and then there's like a trigger hand it comes with. Another sleeve. And another cool thing is that she comes with these two other hands that are almost in the same molds. You know, it's like a regular relaxed hand and kind of like a trigger hand, but they're ungloved, which I thought was nice. It was a cool little gesture there. I like that. Now, given that this is such a, I guess, low quality material, guys, I would not recommend taking off her costume, just because I attempted to do that before, and it was kind of getting dodgy because it's so cheap. But here's actually the cool accessory I was talking about earlier. This is the third accessory. It's padded, so it's not going to ruin the figure's head or the hair. And I thought it was really, really cool, and just putting it on and just like, oh my god, thanks. It redeems the figure just slightly, you know. It does kind of remind me of the new Cyclops design, you know. But I don't know, I think adding the helmet just makes it pop and adds a little more credibility to the figure, which I'm always excited about. But yeah, guys, I do plan to get a lot more statues in the next few weeks and months. I have, I think, like 8 statues coming in. This year I really went off the wall on that, but a lot of the statues I was ordering are from last year, and they're just being made. I think I should be getting the next review is the Major from the Ghost in the Shell movie, which I don't know about the movie, but I'm really excited about the statue because it has a light up features. It's by Weta. It's my first statue from Weta, and I really want to get behind them. But anyway, guys, back to this figure here. So I kind of pose her, and like I said, you could pose her and you can give off the illusion of a high quality figure with, you know, low quality materials. And for me, I don't resell my figures, guys. If I buy it and it is what it is, I just keep it. I find a way to reuse it. I think I've only had one figure that I had to completely just cannibalize, like took it apart for everything, and it was a Japanese figure of this pink girl that had like a hammer and an eye patch and a robotic arm. But yeah, I had to tear her apart just because she was just breaking and just not doing well in my collection. So that's like the only loss. But this is better because at least she's not breaking into pieces. But anyway, guys, not sure if I can highly recommend this piece. Although I will say that if you're a fan of Judge Dredd, then obviously this could catch your eye. And I know this will attract those fans of the show, or not the show, of the movie and the comics. But just keep in mind, when you do purchase it, it is kind of low quality material. I might even try to customize her a little bit, maybe add some dents and stuff, maybe some scratches to her armor. I really don't want to mess with that helmet because it's just so pretty, but who knows. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Until next time, you stay super. Like, I don't know what's supposed to go in here. It's just like a sleeve with a thing in there.